Hi, I'm Shannon McArton. I'm the Executive Director of the Saskatchewan Forage Council, and I am coming to you today, not quite live, from my home office and the office of the Council here on my farm just north of Bethune in southern Saskatchewan. Thank you, for starters, for this invitation to attend your regional meetings virtually and give you a quick overview about the Saskatchewan Forage Council. I'm going to tell you who we are and give you a quick summary of what it is that we do. So for a bit of history, the council was formed as a cooperative in 1988, a producer cooperative, and since its beginning, the council has remained very true to its original statement of purpose and objective, which was and continues to be commitment to the growth and development of all aspects of Saskatchewan's forage and grassland industry. So how do we do this? Well, we do it by working with all aspects of the forage industry, from research through production, harvest, marketing. We're advocating for stakeholders. We work on extension, technology transfer, the provision of trusted market information. And we work with a number of partners and affiliates with like-minded goals and ideas. It's a long list and a growing one, so I'm not going to list them all here. But we do keep close tabs within the province and with our counterparts in neighboring provinces, sharing our concerns and our goals and those sorts of things that we want to accomplish. And the networking is really a huge part of what we do. So one of our most important roles is in helping to identify gaps in forage-related research and helping to facilitate applied research projects and demonstrations that will fill some of those gaps. Other key activities include information sharing through the distribution of publications, of which we have a pretty vast inventory, educational events and forums, and, as I've already mentioned, strong networking across the industry. As a cooperative, we have to operate within a governance model that's pretty clearly defined, probably very similar to your own. We are directed by a board of directors, and that board consists of a strong mix of producers, industry stakeholders, academics, and researchers. So I've always thought it's kind of important and interesting to me to get to know the people behind an organization, especially when their time for the most part is being dedicated, as volunteer hours. And we've got a pretty good group here. I wish they were here to introduce themselves, but let's have a go at the introductions. We have an executive committee that consists of the president, who is now Tamara Carter, a rancher and grain farmer from Lacadina. Tamara provides input not only to Sask Forage Council, many hours of devotion here, but also to a number of other boards and associations and groups, in addition to this one, and one of them is the Livestock and Forage Center of Excellence. Our vice president is Mark McNinch. He's an innovative livestock and forage producer from Edam. Sarah Sommerfeld is an Outlook area producer, and Sarah also works full-time as an agri-environmental specialist with the Ministry of Agriculture. She serves the board as its finance chair. Dr. Greg Penner, who many of you will know, he is our research committee chair, a researcher and lecturer at the University of Saskatchewan. Trevor Plews, an agrologist with Ducks Unlimited, is from Yorkton. Alan Vankasale works in sales and marketing for Brett Young Seeds. He lives at Indian Head. Brent Griffin, many of you will know because he started out as one of your board members and still is, and subsequently became one of ours. And Brent is a livestock producer from Elbow. Garnet Ferguson from Arborfield works with Can Pro Ingredients. Jeremy Brown, who chairs our Extension and Communications Committee, is an agrologist working for Ducks Unlimited out of North Battleford. Holly Thompson is a Kelleher area producer and currently is working as the interim general manager for Saskatchewan Verified Beef Production Program. Dr. Gillian Baynard is a forage researcher with Swift Current Research and Development Center. Terry Kowalchuk serves as a director in an ex officio capacity. He is the Ministry of Agriculture's provincial forage specialist. And our two newest members, who were appointed at our August annual general meeting, Dr. Bill Billigatu, Associate Professor, Crop Development Center, University of Saskatchewan, and David McTaggart, a young man who grew up on a farm in Lacombe, Alberta, and is currently studying and working towards his master's degree at the University of Saskatchewan. So that's who we are. Now just a bit of a quick look at what we do. So we have always focused our interests on research, and that work nowadays includes providing administrative services to research teams. We work mostly with ADOPT projects, but we have a few outside of that realm as well. And that includes appointment of a project coordinator to the ADOPT projects, help with demonstrations, assistance in preparing final reports, which we then take a strong lead in helping to push out to as public information. One of the most exciting project achievements for us over the past year by far was the spring launch of the UPIC forage selection tool. This is an interactive forage selection software for Western Canada, and was originally, the first iteration of it was built by Sask Forage Council, I think about 14 years ago, but we have now taken that, expanded the data, created a mobile-friendly version. So you've got a comprehensive field guide for producers that you can consult on your smartphone right in your field. Our contribution to the project, because it's important to note that as a council we don't have direct funding to projects. That's why we offer the admin and project management pieces. We were very lucky to have the very capable Julie McKenzie manage this project from concept to launch on our behalf. That was our contribution to the project. The project was funded by the Beef Cattle Research Council, Alberta Beef Forage and Grazing Centre, the Government of BC and the Government of Canada through CAP funding. And it's important to note that there was participation and in-kind support from 13 organizations across 4 provinces, and that included the funding agencies. So as you can see, it was a massive effort. We're very proud of it. It's generating interest from across this country and into the United States. And if you haven't yet checked out this software, I encourage you. You'll find the link on our website. Have a look, and by all means let us know what you think. A few of the instruments that we use to fulfill our important extension and communications mandate include our vast inventory of fact sheets and publications, which I've already referenced, a monthly e-newsletter, the Hay and Pasture Report, which we publish 4 times during each production season. We have a strong following on social media, and we're working hard to strengthen our presence there. And we recently invested some resources in updating our website platform. All of our publications, including the fact sheets, and just as importantly, or maybe more so, all the finalized project reports are available on our website, so it's a very important tool for us. Events and educational forums are another really important piece of our strategy in extension and communications and tech transfer. But like every other group who hosts and manages events, including you with your regional meetings this fall, we faced a few challenges this year, and most of our events take place in the summer months. So our June reclamation workshop, Forages in the Field, always very popular. We had to forego that this year, and we'll hold it again in 2021. We are a partner in the annual Saskatchewan Pasture Tour, which is a very popular August event. We're partnered with your organization, the Ministry of Agriculture, Ducks Unlimited, and several of the provincial watershed groups. Couldn't hold it this August, but we're already making plans for August of 2021. We do look forward to being able to present a virtual version of the annual Saskatchewan Advisory Meeting on Forage Crops. We host that in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture. Excuse me. This year's meeting is scheduled for November 5th, and it will take a bit of an abbreviated form to be more online friendly. I hope many of you will be able to participate in that meeting. Probably our most disappointing pandemic roadblock fell in front of our plan to host a regenerative agriculture conference in February. This was generating a lot of industry, and industry interest and excitement. We will be co-hosting it with the Saskatchewan Soil Conservation Association, and we were really passionate about this project. But given the uncertainty around mass gatherings, we felt that our ability to host this kind of a first-class event, and that's what we do envision, is a first-class event, the chances of being able to host it in a safe and responsible manner were at great risk, and so we've canceled the February 2021 dates, and we look forward to launching this conference at the appropriate time, whatever that may prove to be. Thank you to your organization, the SCA. You clearly demonstrated some faith in this event, and we look forward to recognizing your generous support when we can actually hit the go button on this one. As a not-for-profit organization, we're always on the lookout for new and inventive ways to support our bottom line so we can continue to do the work that we want in serving the industry. And one such opportunity is with Saskatchewan Crop Insurance Corporation. We produce a forage market pricing survey for them twice annually, and we also provide 7 months of survey data on wildlife commodity pricing. These are important pieces of information for crop insurance product development and pricing, and creates a win-win for both of us. We also receive some revenue from our corporate sponsors. It's always welcome support, and it's greatly appreciated. And a list of our sponsors is always available on our website, on all of our print materials, and on the PowerPoint presentation that I think is sort of accompanying my smiling face here today. But there is no question that the ongoing support from the Saskatchewan Cattlemen's Association Industry Development Fund is really vital to us. We hold the objectives and deliverables of our agreement with SCA as a really key responsibility, and we believe that our work in extension and tech transfer, which are key elements of that agreement, have been well done and serve both of our organizations well. We certainly hope you feel the same way about that. This support from your industry is greatly valued, and we thank you for your confidence in the Saskatchewan Forage Council in our ability to use your checkoff dollars wisely. So with that, I am going to thank you once again for this chance to talk about the Saskatchewan Forage Council. I would much rather have done it in person because it's not as comfortable to look into a camera lens, but I gave it my best shot. I'll close with an invitation to contact me or any one of our board members at any time if you have questions, suggestions, or concerns. Our lines of communication are always open, and I'm looking forward to meeting with many of you, hopefully not too far down the road when conditions allow. I'll be the one in the mask.